Here is the script for your YouTube video, designed to be engaging and informative for entrepreneurs and tech enthusiasts in 2026. Hook. Imagine this, it's 2026. Your biggest competitor just launched a new product feature over the weekend. Not with a team of 20 engineers, but with a single AI agent that wrote the code, tested it, deployed it, and even wrote the marketing copy. Meanwhile, you're still manually triaging your customer support tickets, one by one. That gap? It's not about who has the most money anymore. It's about who can build the most effective digital workforce. And the surprising truth is, building that workforce is now easier than learning how to use a spreadsheet was 10 years ago. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your own AI agent in 2026, from scratch, even if you've never written a line of code. Introduction. If you're an entrepreneur, a freelancer, or a tech enthusiast who wants to automate the boring, repetitive parts of your business, this video is for you. By the end of this tutorial, you will understand the core architecture of a modern AI agent, you'll know the 3 essential components you need to assemble, and you'll have a clear, step-by-step blueprint to build your first agent to automate a real-world task, like managing your email inbox or handling customer inquiries. Forget the hype about artificial general intelligence. Let's talk about practical, deployable, money-saving AI that works right now. Main content. Section 1, the new building blocks, forget code, think Legos. The biggest shift in 2026 is that building an AI agent is no longer about wrestling with Python libraries. It's about orchestration. Think of it like this, instead of building a car engine from scratch, you're now assembling a car from pre-built, high-performance modules. The 3 core blocks are the brain, the memory, and the tools. First, the brain. This is your large language model, or LLM. In 2026, you have a choice. You can use a powerful, general-purpose model like GPT-5 or Claude 4, or you can use a specialized, cheaper, and faster model for specific tasks. For your first agent, I recommend starting with a mid-tier model like Gemini 2.0 Pro. It's fast, cheap, and incredibly reliable for structured tasks. You don't need the most expensive brain to run a simple workflow. Second, memory. This is what separates a toy from a tool. Without memory, your agent is a goldfish. It asks you the same question every time you talk to it. In 2026, memory is built into most agent frameworks. You have short-term memory, which is the context of the current conversation, and long-term memory, which is a vector database that stores facts, past interactions, and learned preferences. You can use a service like Pinecone or Weaviate, or even a local SQLite database with vector extensions. For our tutorial, we'll use a managed memory service that comes with the platform. Third, tools. This is the agent's hands. It's how it interacts with the world. Tools are APIs. They let your agent send an email, check your calendar, query a database, or update a CRM. In 2026, thousands of companies offer pre-built tool integrations. The key is to give your agent the right tools for the job, and nothing more. Giving it access to your entire cloud server is a recipe for disaster. We'll give it exactly 2 tools, read email and send email. Section 2, the orchestration layer, your agent's nervous system. Now that you have your blocks, you need a conductor. This is the orchestration layer. In 2025, this was a mess of conflicting frameworks. In 2026, the industry has largely standardized on 2 main approaches, visual builders for simple agents and code-based SDKs for complex ones. For this tutorial, we'll use a visual builder called FlowForge, which is the most popular no-code agent builder. But the principles apply to any system. Open FlowForge. The interface is a blank canvas. Your first step is to define the agent's objective. This is a simple sentence that tells the agent what it is and what its goal is. For our email assistant, we write, "You are an executive assistant. Your primary goal is to manage my inbox. You will categorize every incoming email into one of 3 categories, urgent, needs review, or spam. For urgent emails, you will draft a brief acknowledgement reply and move the email to a urgent folder. For spam, you will delete it. For needs review, you will leave it unread. This is called the system prompt. It's the most important line of text you will ever write for an agent. Be specific. Be constraining. The more rules you give it, the less likely it is to hallucinate or do something stupid. Next, you connect the brain. You select your LLM model. Then you connect the memory module. Then you connect the tools. You drag and drop the Gmail tool onto the canvas. You authorize it with your Google account. That's it. The agent now has eyes and hands. Section 3, the loop from input to action. An agent doesn't just run once. It runs in a loop. Every time a new email arrives, it triggers the agent. The flow is simple: trigger, new email, dash brain, reads email and applies rules, dash action, send reply, move folder, delete. But the magic happens in the decision step. The brain doesn't just follow a simple if-then rule. It reasons. It looks at the email, looks at your past preferences stored in memory, and makes a judgment call. For example, if an email from your biggest client contains the word urgent, the agent knows from memory that this client's emails are always high priority. It will categorize it as urgent and draft a reply saying, "Thank you for reaching out. I have received your message and will respond in full within the next 2 hours." But what if the agent is unsure? This is where you build a human-in-the-loop checkpoint. In FlowForge, you can add a confidence gate. If the agent's confidence in its category is below 90%, it pauses. It sends you a notification via Slack: "I have an email from sender about subject. I am 75% confident it is needs review. Please confirm or recategorize." You tap confirm on your phone, and the agent continues. This prevents disasters while still automating 95% of the work. Section 4, testing and deployment, the first 24 hours. You don't just turn the agent loose on your real inbox. You test it on a sandbox. In FlowForge, you create a test email address. You send it a dozen sample emails, a fake urgent client email, a spammy newsletter, a casual question from a colleague. You watch the agent's decisions. Did it delete the spam? Did it draft a good reply? Did it move the urgent email? You will see mistakes. That's normal. You go back to the system prompt and refine it. For instance, you might add, if the email contains an attachment named invoice, always categorize it as needs review, never as spam. You iterate. After about 10 test runs, the agent will be performing at 99% accuracy for your specific use case. Then, you deploy. You connect it to your real inbox. But you start in monitor-only mode. The agent watches your email but doesn't take any action. It just sends you a daily report: "Today I would have categorized 45 emails as spam, 10 as urgent, and 15 as needs review." You review this for a day. If you agree with its decisions, you flip the switch to active. Now it's working for you, 24/7, without sleep, without complaints, without asking for a raise. Summary. Let's recap what you've learned. First, you don't need to be a programmer to build an AI agent in 2026. You just need to understand the 3 building blocks: a brain, the LLM, memory, the database, and tools, the APIs. Second, you use an orchestration layer, like FlowForge, to connect these blocks and define the agent's behavior with a clear, specific system prompt. Third, you build a loop where the agent triggers, reasons, and acts, with a human in the loop for low-confidence decisions. And finally, you test relentlessly in a sandbox before deploying to production. This is not science fiction. This is a tutorial you can follow right now, today. Call to action. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the one task you would automate first? Is it managing your inbox, scheduling meetings, or something else entirely? Drop a comment below and tell me your use case. I read every single comment and I'll reply with a tip specific to your idea. If you found this valuable, Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. I release a new deep dive on practical AI automation every single week. The future of work isn't coming. You just built it. See you in the next video.